Hi, I'm Cliff Foster here at the NYTEX Sports Center inside Zuroma's Bar and Grill, which is inside the NYTEX Sports Center, and we are here with the NAHL Lone Star Brahmas Coach's Corner. I am Cliff Foster. We are here inside Zuroma's Bar and Grill. Joining me is the assistant coach of the Lone Star Brahmas, Coach Jeff Potter. How are you doing today, Coach?
Good, Cliff. How are you?
I'm good. It's a really hot day out today.
Very nice. Warm. I like it.
80 degrees. Can't beat that, right?
Sure.
Coach, we'll go ahead and jump right into it. We had a split this weekend. We lost Friday night and won Saturday night in exactly the same way.
Yep. Shootout both nights.
Shootout both nights. It was interesting. Now, as we set up, I was going over everything, looking over the records, and with that, we were able to tie up in points Corpus Christi.
Yes. Obviously, it's a goal. Try and jump over them as the season winds down here. So we've inched in that direction here, and hopefully, obviously, finish ahead of them. I know, obviously, officially, we are ahead of them because we have more wins than them, I guess. So.
Right. And with that, that's for fifth place.
Yes.
We were in sixth place. You know, one thing that we were really excited about, and personally speaking, was not being in last. You know, we had a really rough start of the season. We talk about it almost every week. It's been a really rough start, you know, trying to get moving and trying to figure out where all the players are going to be and where we're going to get players from because we didn't have those training camps. And with that, you know, I feel like we made a lot of progress. We beat Wichita Falls, who picked up the very last playoff spot. So, you know, that's to me, that's a big win.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, they're obviously one of the top four teams in our division to kind of separate themselves a little bit early on here. You know, those four teams are all very good. You know, they have been all year. You know, if you look back at our record, I think, you know, after like the first 15 games or so, I think we're probably right around, if not even maybe a little bit above 500. I'd have to go back and look, but I think the last time I looked, it was something like that. So.
Well, and with that being said, as we set up, you know, part of it is home ice advantage.
Sure.
You know, that's they talk about it a lot, and it's evident in our record. We're 14-12-2, so we do have a winning record at home, and whereas away we're 6-19-2. Now, what do you guys attribute that to?
I mean, obviously at every level, probably teams play better at home.
Right.
Do I wish we played better on the road? Absolutely. I think we have a very young team. I know, and don't quote me on these numbers, but I looked, I think, on this weekend, we had 6 guys that had played at this level or above in the lineup.
Wow.
Whereas I think Wichita Falls had 3 or 4 guys that maybe hadn't played at this level or above coming in here. So, and especially with younger players, you're going to have less experience on the road and those kind of things. And I think that all kind of ties together. And I think, you know, a lot of the younger guys that you see played all the time hopefully will be here next year and obviously have learned from that experience. So.
Well, and with that being said, you know, these guys we're going to have the player spotlight a little later on, but with these guys, you know, they seem to be just gelling really well with each other. You know, talking with them, whenever I get the chance off ice, is that they always feel like it's a family, and they always feel like they're brought in without any issues or anything like that. It's, hey, you're so and so, come on in. And
yeah, sure. I think that our group's a good group of guys. I think they seem to get along pretty well with each other, and you know, I think that's helpful for sure.
Good. Now, one thing that we always talk about is players moving up to the USHL or even a higher level, or getting scholarships, that kind of thing. You know, player development. And one thing that we don't really talk about is how much you guys as coaches learn from the players that you coach. And, you know, you have more experience with these guys at this level as far as in the juniors and stuff like that, the younger kids, whereas Dan has more experience with the professional level and stuff like that. What have you taken away from this experience with these kids?
I don't know. Like I said, obviously for me, even though I coach at the midget age, I guess it's closer to the junior age, but still I had not coached at the junior age. You know, it's interesting for me to see, you know, how certain guys adapt from moving. Right. I mean, the majority of our players do come from the midget age or maybe another junior team, obviously, is how those guys move up. Who has success when they come up? What so I can hopefully impart to some of our other guys, like Bud Madej, who's here,
Right.
How we can outline a blueprint for Bud to have success as a first-year player next year. And I think that's probably something I've learned this year, is seeing which guys have had success, and hopefully how we can point everyone that's coming in here next year to have success, all the newer players. So.
Right. And does that play into, being the scout, our main scout, does that help you in any way put together these plans, or
Sure,
to kind of
absolutely.
look everything through?
I mean, at this level, the roster is a moving target. So even though we have some young guys, as you said, some guys may not be back with us, maybe up at the USHL, who knows? So you try to put together some bigger guys, smaller guys, speed guys, different pieces.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you're not always sure what pieces. What piece I think I have today might be gone tomorrow.
Exactly.
Unfortunately, that's the business we live in, and it's like I said, it's always a moving target. But we obviously try to get as many good players as we can. So.
Right. Well, and that's always the goal. We'll finish this up here quickly. We know that you've got a lot of stuff going on. You're still working on trying to get players, and with that scout, as far as getting players scouted out and stuff like that. What are the plans for the next season as far as scouting and training camps and stuff like that?
We have a camp in Chicago, our pre-draft camp the weekend before Memorial Day. We have a camp here at NITEX the last weekend of June. And we'll have our main kind of final tryout camp will be in Detroit, July 24th through 27th.
Okay.
So that's the 3 camps. Obviously, there's some other things. We have a draft in early June.
Right.
Our league drafts, I don't know if they set a date yet, but it's usually in the first week of June is when we have that draft, where we will, fill up our protected list.
Okay.
And add those drafted players will be added with our tendered players, who you can find. We've talked about some of them here before, and some of them we've seen. Obviously, we saw Bud Madej here. He hasn't been able to play in the ice for different reasons.
Right.
Different logistical reasons, but obviously Derek Barak was a guy who was here this weekend. Obviously, had our 1 goal on Saturday, and certainly had an impact on the game. And
yes, definitely.
I think he's a talented kid. And then we have some other guys out there too. And me and Dan will be making some other scouting trips here. I know we're already booked our flights to attend the USA Hockey Tier 1 Nationals in Green Bay, first week of April. So we'll obviously see those teams, and all in preparation for the draft and for our camps and for next year. So
busy, right?
Absolutely. So.
Well, with that, Coach, I'll let you get on and make some phone calls. For Coach Jeff Potter, I am Cliff Foster, and stick with us. We'll have the player spotlight here shortly.
All right, here we go.
All of your Brahmas action can be viewed live and on demand at fasthockey.com. Simply create an account, buy game credits, and watch your Lone Star Brahmas live. The Lone Star Brahmas want to hear from you. Drop us a comment on facebook.com/Lone Star Brahmas, or ask a question to feature on the next Coach's Corner.
Hi, I'm still Cliff Foster, and we are still inside Zeroma's Bar and Grill, inside the NITEX Sports Center. And right now we have coming up the NAHL Player Spotlight with the Lone Star Brahmas team. A couple of them. I believe we have 3, if my count is correct. Right?
Yep.
All right, good. Joining me, I've got number 17, Thomas Aldworth. I've got number 91, Liam Sturtzinger, and a number yet to be named, Andrew Bud Madej. So, how are you guys doing today?
Good.
Good. Now, that's what I like to hear. Now, Thomas, we're going to start with you because you sat next to me.
Okay.
He likes you.
Well, I took a shower today. I feel like I don't stink. I feel like we're doing all right.
Smell nice.
And now we've thank you. I appreciate that.
No problem.
Right now we've got Thomas. And Thomas, we picked you up from Tri-City Storm, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Now, you're originally from Keller.
Yeah.
So you're awfully close to home, right?
Yeah, it's like 10 minutes down the road.
Now with that, what's it like playing this level of hockey, being able to go home instead of to a billet family?
I prefer it a lot better. More comfortable at home. Sleep in my own bed every night, so that's always nice. Just a more comfortable place for me.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Now, with you coming in, how is it different? How are the Brahmas different from the Storm?
Well, the old team I was on, we had a coaching change mid-season. We had a lot of adversity going on with the team. Here, it's a lot more laid back. You could say the guys are a lot cooler. Everyone's like friends. There's no cliques on this team. That's a nice place to be, and I enjoy it a lot more.
All right. Now, I believe you have a commitment for next year, correct?
Yeah, that's true.
Where is this commitment, and what type of commitment is it?
Well, I got a full scholarship to play Division I college hockey at Providence College in Rhode Island.
Outstanding.
Next year, so should be good.
Nice. Now, that's going to be a big change for you going from from Texas to Rhode Island.
Yeah. My last 2 years of high school, I went to prep school in Massachusetts. So I've been up in New England before. So I've lived around there for 2 years. So it's not gonna be that different. I've been up there. I know I know how it is up there. So.
Okay.
I'll adjust.
Are the people different up there?
A little bit. There's a lot more blunt, like rude, you could say.
They want to make sure they get their point across.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, exactly.
Now, with all that, what was the recruitment process like for you?
Well, I toured like about 5 or 6 schools and basically just talked to the coaches like on the phone a lot. They came to a lot of the games. Just went on visits, stuff like that, and then sat down with them and talked like I guess you could say money, like scholarships, stuff like that. And then I just had to make a choice between my favorite schools, and Providence just felt like the one for me. I like the coaching staff and the program and where it's going, so I feel like I'd be a good fit there. So
Good. Outstanding. Yeah. We'll move over to Liam now.
That was great.
Now, Liam, this is your second time on the show, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, that's actually one thing that we were talking about. You know, we went back and we were looking at video to see what questions we hadn't asked you to make sure that we don't repeat. And on the last one, you were here with Todd Kortzinski and Mitch Mueller.
Yeah, they're both gone now.
They are. In fact, we just saw them this last weekend. They're with Wichita Falls. Now, how does that feel for you to play against 2 players that you practiced with?
It's not too bad. I mean, we're friends off the ice, but as soon as you're on the ice against each other, they're just enemies. So.
Yeah, and it started getting a little chippy there towards the end. Was it interesting for you guys? Did you talk trash while you were getting in there?
Oh, I always talk trash to Mueller, especially because we're from the same state. So.
Oh, nice.
I'm actually driving home with him after the season.
Are you really?
Yeah.
That's going to be an interesting car ride, don't you think?
Yeah, probably.
Probably. Now, one of my favorite things about you is that you want to be one of the fan favorites. You always get in there. You can see it on the video. You mouth off. You talk trash. You make sure that you get into players' heads and you harass them as much as possible. Is that part of your game plan?
I don't recall doing any of that.
I'll pull up the video. When we get a chance after this, I'll pull it up.
No, I don't know. I think it's fun to talk trash.
Yeah.
Make people hate you.
Yeah, well, it cracks me up because you get them to do it rather quickly.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you do research before you go in there?
I'll check on some Instagram and find out what their girlfriends' names are and stuff.
That's right. That's how you do your job right.
Yeah.
Now, I have to ask you about I have dubbed it the magic wand, your shootout move. When you take the puck in, you wave your stick over the puck a few times, and then you're able to dump it 5-hole.
I just saw that on YouTube, and I figured I'd try it one time, and it's worked. So
it's worked so far.
Keep doing it. So Aldworth's got better hands than me, though. So
I'm gonna have to agree.
Thanks.
No, I saw it happen. I can't. It's one of those first-hand eyewitness types of things. But with you going in, this is you have one more season with us, or
2.
You're eligible. 2 more seasons. Okay, good.
Not that old.
All right. Well, you're getting there. Not as old as I am, but you're working on it. Now, what are your plans? Anything?
Sorry, there's a cord on my foot.
I think you're trying to play footsies with Bud over there.
I thought I felt something.
So, what are your plans, Liam? What are you going to try to do over the summer? What are your goals?
This summer, I'm working at a golf course.
Okay.
And then train 6 days a week, get on the ice as much as possible, and then get back here next season. And
now, where are you going home to?
Los Angeles.
Okay. Is it hard to find ice out there?
No, I have a rink 5 minutes from my house.
Oh, nice. You can't beat that.
Yeah, it's perfect.
All right. So now you're in the process of training. Anything special that you're going to work on?
I don't know yet. My trainer at back home has it all figured out.
Oh, okay.
Already.
Speed, probably.
Yeah. Try to be like Aldworth.
Hey, Aldworth's got some wheels on him, all right?
Yeah, he does.
Grease them up and everything.
We don't have to get into why, but.
So, with everything getting set up, are you going to... This got out of control really fast. Are you going to... do you know if he's going to put you on any kind of meal plan or anything like that?
He probably will. I don't know.
How do you feel about meal plans and diets?
It's all a part of it, so.
All right.
Whatever. Sacrifice.
Sacrifice. All right. We're moving on to Bud. And I'm going to call you Bud because you don't want to be called Andrew.
Correct.
Why?
got the nickname Bud, before I was even on this place, this earth. So,
Okay.
kind of stuck with me. Even at school, no one really calls me Andrew because, it reminds me a little bit of my dad, trying to make my own name for myself.
All right, make your own identity.
Exactly.
Now, one thing, our joke with before we started on was we don't know you. We've heard your name. I haven't seen you skate personally, but you have skated with the team.
Correct.
And so, what's the deal? What's going on? What happened? Why haven't you been able to play yet?
Well, our season just ended about 2 weeks ago. We lost before we even made it to the championship, but it's kind of a sore subject.
Okay. All right, buddy.
But I tendered with the Brahmas back in December.
Okay.
By then, it was a little bit too late to be put on the affiliate list. So once the season ended, I decided to come down here for 2 weeks and come test it out, see what the Brahmas are all about.
Nice. Now, where are you from?
I'm a Chicago boy, born and
All
raised.
right. Okay. Nice. I can't argue with that. Wearing
yeah.
the Hawks hat and everything.
Oh yeah.
It's not going to argue. Now, just for everybody's purposes, what does it mean to be tendered?
Well, for the tender process, basically, I signed my rights away. So if I do end up playing in the NAHL next year, the only team I can come to is the Brahmas, unless I get traded away.
Right. Okay. That's easy. See,
there you go.
Look like you're a little bit worried about trying to explain it, but you did all right.
There you go.
Now, with that being said, were you scouted by other teams? Were you trying to figure out which team was going to fit best for you?
Yeah. There was about 6 or 7 teams that were trying to get me to tender with them, but I decided, Brahmas is where it's at.
All right.
It's the right fit for me.
Now, did you want to come down to Texas, or are you just trying to?
Oh yeah. Never been to Texas. Didn't really know what it was all about.
Yeah.
But first week here, boys brought me in. Made me feel like I'm at home. And
Good.
That
makes me nervous, but okay.
Oh yeah. Liam was my first friend. Not sure if that was a good thing or a bad thing.
Yeah, I don't know either, but you might want to keep that phone number just in case.
But other than that, I think leaving this next Sunday is going to be tough.
Okay. Well, that's all right. Hopefully we'll see you back this next year.
Oh, yeah.
Now, what position do you play?
I'm a defenseman.
All right. What kind of defenseman would you describe yourself as? Defensive defenseman or offensive?
I'm a stay-at-home defenseman.
Okay.
If I get the opportunity to rush a puck, I will, but tend to stay back and play my role.
You like taking shots? Anything like that? Okay.
Love taking the slapper from the point. Try to go bar down, but sometimes it doesn't happen.
Yeah, well, we see a lot of broken sticks that way, right?
Oh yeah.
So now what we'll do is we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna do our hot seat questions.
I love fun.
All right. Our hot seat questions, as everybody knows, nobody's allowed to see these questions except for myself and the person who wrote them if I didn't write them, and that person is Lee Rafferty, who is all kinds of trouble. So we'll set up. We'll bring it back home to Thomas. All right. Are you ready for this first one?
Yeah, ready.
What we're going to do is we're going to go here. Each person gets the same question. Thomas, you'll start. Liam's in the middle. And then Bud will hit you last. Then you're going to get the next question, and then we'll go back and forth, and then Liam will get the last one. All right?
Okay.
You guys ready?
Yep.
All right. What celebrity do you think would make a great billet parent, and why?
Oh.
Or what celebrity would you want to billet with? And why?
Definitely, if it was if it was just like a single mom, like Kate Upton, I feel like that would just be have a really good connection together.
Take her out to dinner. A few
Yeah,
times a
yeah,
week, right?
yeah. I could be not so much a billet kid, but like a billet boyfriend, somewhere around there.
Okay, I
hopefully. So that would be my choice if I had a choice.
All right. How about you, Liam?
Good luck. I would say Margot Robbie, the girl from Wolf of Wall Street.
Okay.
She plays hockey, so
All right.
bet you didn't know that.
No, I did not
Fun
know
fact
that.
of the day.
Yeah.
While I have this, I just want to shout out to my 2 vets, Anthony Mousseau and Matt Lasson,
All right.
and my beauty of a roommate, Roman Uchin.
So I bring you on, Liam. How about you, Bud?
I'd have to say Mia Kunitz.
what?
She's a smoke show. If I'm gonna be living,
That's outstanding.
if I'm gonna be living in a house for 8 months, might as well have some eye candy to look at.
All right.
Girlfriend.
No, you hang on to this one. This next question's for you. All right. This is going to be a good one. I feel like you guys will have good opinions on this one. A new NHL expansion team has just opened up and has asked you to pick the name and the colors. What do you choose? It doesn't matter the city. We just need a mascot, and we need the colors.
I'd have to say the Bud Days because I'm an all-star. Yeah.
All right. What would the mascot be?
I'd have to say pure red.
All right,
I don't know
so your
why.
colors are red?
Just cause.
What would your mascot be?
Oh, the mascot.
Yeah, come on. He's got colors on his mind. Man. He's trying to set it up.
Let's see. I'd have to say some pizza. I love grubbing pizza.
Right. So you'd have a big slice of pizza walking around your
For the
ring?
Bud Days, exactly.
Outstanding. Liam, how about you, man?
Can you repeat the question, please?
An NHL expansion team has just opened up, and they asked you to pick the colors and the mascot.
I don't know. The Jeff Potters.
The Jeff Potter.
Only because I'm looking at them. I can't think of anything else right now.
What colors would they be?
Pink and yellow.
Pink and yellow.
His favorite colors.
All right. What's the mascot?
Yeah.
What would be his mascot?
A fairy.
A fairy. Okay. All right, Thomas.
Love you, Potsy.
All right, Thomas, you get the same one.
I'm paying the piper tomorrow.
Yes, you are. You gotta follow that up. So
Yeah,
I
it's
don't know
gonna
what
be
you're
hard.
gonna do.
I don't know. Probably the Flint Tropics.
All right.
I mean, I'm a fan of that movie. Yeah, well, I mean, it's all right.
At least you tried.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a fan of the movie. So the colors are like what, turquoise and like orange and like I don't know, something like that. I don't know the mascot. Like I don't know,
I
like
believe it was a palm tree.
yeah, palm tree. That's what I would do.
You guys have a great system set up.
Yeah.
All right, Liam, this last one's for you. We'll start with you. Are you ready? Yeah. What qualities do you have that would help you survive the zombie apocalypse?
I can't say
We're
that.
going to keep it PG.
I wasn't really prepared for this question.
Not many are.
That's why you won't survive.
I'll probably die.
Okay, you probably just crap a zombie,
Probably.
you just lay down.
Yeah.
All right.
There's no way of surviving that.
All right, we'll go to Bud.
I'd say my one trait that would help me survive is my cat-like reflexes. Anything they throw at me, most likely I can dodge.
All
so
right.
That's how I'd survive, I'd say.
That's what I like to hear, Thomas.
one's to you.
Yeah.
I don't know, probably confidence. I'm usually the alpha male in every situation I walk into.
Okay.
So I'd probably just be able to, if I was stranded, like if I was getting attacked by like an animal or something, they'd probably see the fear in my eyes and just run away. So I'd probably survive and get food like that.
All right.
So.
Can I see that real quick?
All right, Liam.
Before we came in here,
Yeah.
Oliver said that he was going to rap for us.
Okay.
So I kind of wanted to let him do that.
All right.
Well, Liam was talking about it in the car, and I told him I'm not a great rapper, and he bet me $20 that he would rap on the show and do a
right.
good job. So
Who's got it?
So Bud's rapping.
I wasn't even in the car with you guys.
Somebody got a beatbox? Somebody got something?
I'll
Somebody
rap.
got something for me.
I'll get the.
All right, go. Go. I thought you were going.
No, it's
I can't rap.
I just wasted my beat on that.
I know. What the heck, man? Dude. Killing us. You guys got something?
Ooch really likes to smooch. He loves me, and I love him too because we're roomies, and Aldwer sucks.
I don't have anything to come back with.
What's that? You dropped the mic.
I'm the alpha male on things that matter. That really doesn't matter. Things that are important in life.
Outstanding. Well, guys, I believe that's, unless you guys have anything else for me. Anything?
Can we ask you some
I think
questions?
it's time for
Yeah, if you want.
Should we ask him some questions?
You guys?
It's the last show, might as well, right?
It really is. This is, in case anybody doesn't know, this is the very last Coach's Corner player spotlight of the season.
Let me use this one.
Let me go first.
All right.
If you could go on a date with anybody on our team, who would you go with?
Anybody on your team?
Coaches excluded.
Oh, see, I bet you Dan would take me for a nice night out. Good movie, maybe a dinner.
Maybe do some film. you
Yeah,
know?
probably watch a lot of film. Hey, Cliff, put this in. I need you to watch some film for me. Let's see. Who would I? You know what, Liam? I'd probably have you take me out. I bet you know how to have a good time. Take me out, maybe some putt-putt. Go play some, get in
It's
some
actually
go-karts.
kind of funny you said that. I don't want to get into why, but
Quick question for you.
All right, bud.
How much hair gel do you use on a weekly basis?
Very little, because I actually only gel my hair twice. For
When you go on the
game
show,
day
right?
And the show day. That's
Oh,
it.
there you go.
Other than that, I had Liam going for long hair, and then I got tired of it, and I lost it.
Aldwart, you got any questions for us?
On a scale of 1 to 10, how annoying do you think Liam is?
I don't have to spend all that much time with him, so I'm going to go with a 2.
Well, yeah, you don't spend enough time with him because it's definitely a 10.
maybe. Oh, okay. I got a good one for you.
All right, Liam. That makes me nervous. This one might stump me.
This is from Roman Nuchin, by the way.
Oh, all right,
We
Roman.
talked about this in practice.
Okay.
All right. How does a baby survive after falling out of a 20-story building?
Landing on mattresses?
See, that's the method I took, but that's
Okay.
wrong.
All right. What is?
He fell from the first floor.
All right.
Never said it was on the 20th floor.
That's
Boom.
a good call. Look at that. Liam got me. I lose this one.
I'm
Sorry.
smart. I'm going to Harvard.
That's what I like to hear. Guys,
And I dangled Aldworth in practice today.
you guys good?
That was what you call an exit angle. He basically pushed the puck through my legs, and he didn't know what he was doing. It just ended up on the other side of my body. It was a once-in-a-lifetime thing. But
All right. With that, for Thomas Aldworth, Liam Sturzinger, and Bud Madej, thank you guys for coming on. I really appreciate it. You guys have made this last
for having
player
us, bud.
spotlight
Appreciate
absolutely
it.
outstanding. You guys take it easy. I will see you guys Friday night. Puck drops at 7:30, and we'll be here. I'm Cliff Foster. That has been the NAHL Player Spotlight inside Zoo Rama's Bar and Grill, inside the NITEC Sports Center. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next season.